I know I've got a comeback in me, and I'm going to make it count. Because I'm worth the investment it takes to earn a degree that I'm proud of. I'm worth the work it takes to get an education employers respect. I'm not just going back to school. This is it. My chance. My opportunity. I'm coming back and moving forward with Purdue Global. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Congratulations, graduates and parents. Today is a great day to celebrate your accomplishments here at Purdue. Today is your day. Please enjoy it. This is a culmination of all of your hard work here at Purdue and all of the support you've received along the way. Purdue is just a launching pad for all of the great accomplishments that the world is waiting for you to make. Even though you are leaving Purdue today as a graduate, you are now a permanent member of the Boilermaker family.
A lot of times people try to base their journeys off of what other people are doing, but that's not my story. This is walking in my own footsteps.
Purdue Global is an investment in your future. It's furthering your education and doing it in a way that's on your terms.
I wasn't just doing this to get a piece of paper or to walk across the stage. I wanted this to better myself, my community, my family.
Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
The ceremony is about to begin. Please direct your attention to the entrance of the stage dignitaries and the university mace.
members of the university leadership, the candidates are assembled.
Welcome to everyone. I am Eva Nodine, and it's a privilege to join you for our 24th commencement ceremony. Today is about honoring your hard work and dedication, and I am thrilled to share this special milestone with you as we celebrate your incredible achievements. Whether you're here in Elliott Hall or joining from your living room, your workplace, a military base, or anywhere around the world, this day is for you. On behalf of the entire Purdue Global community, welcome. Will all who are able please rise for the presentation of colors, the national anthem, and the retiring of colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. And please join me in applauding the Purdue Army ROTC Color Guard. You certainly make all of us proud. And a special thank you to Kaylin Wheeler-Gooden for sharing her incredible voice with us today. Kaylin brings over a decade of experience supporting children and families in both school and community settings, and has also served as a voice instructor. Today, she celebrates earning her master's degree in professional studies. I am honored to recognize the dignitaries joining us on stage today. Please stand and remain standing when I announce your name. Dr. John Harbour, Chancellor. Dr. Carolyn Nordstrom, Provost. Dr. Miranda Brand, Dean of the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences and School of Aviation. Dr. Jody DeCourt, Dean of the School of Multidisciplinary and Professional Studies. Mr. Michael Lorenz, Vice President and Registrar. Mr. Jacques Rohan, Vice President of Strategic Enrollment Management. Associate Head for Aviation Programs, Dr. Julius Keller. Today's Mace Bearer and Faculty Senate President, Professor Lori Tripoli. Our alumnus keynote speaker, Dr. Quam Hilton. Faculty and administrators, Dr. Maricel Lawrence, Innovation Catalyst, Mr. Corey Seliger, Senior Director, Strategic Project Initiatives and Special Projects. From the School of Multidisciplinary and Professional Studies, Dr. Peggy Hohensee, Ms. Brooke Bernhardt, Mr. Ismail Joseph, and from the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences, Dr. Dorothy Williams. Thank you for your commitment to our students. Please be seated. As we acknowledge those who've supported you, we also celebrate the determination and hard work that brought you to this moment. The reach of this class is truly amazing, representing almost every state, plus Washington, D.C., Puerto Rico, and 17 countries around the world. No matter where your journey began, you're forever part of the Purdue Global community, connected by this achievement. Graduates, each of you is remarkable, and your paths to this moment have been as unique as your stories. Many of you have leaned on families, friends, and colleagues along the way, while others found strength within yourselves to keep going. Wherever your motivation came from, your perseverance has brought you here. For some, that motivation has been your children, whose belief in you and the future you're building for them inspired every step. At this time, I'd like to invite all the children of our graduates, young or grown, to please stand if able and give a big wave to your mom or dad. As we continue celebrating this incredible community, we're also honored that our Purdue Global student body has over 4,700 active duty, National Guard, and Reserve military members serving around the globe, almost 2,000 military family members, and over 3,400 veterans. That's over 10,000 military learners. Whether you're a graduate or a guest, we invite all active service members and veterans to stand if you are able. Thank you so much for your service. Please be seated. Graduates, I am so thrilled to be here with you today. Even if we haven't personally met, I've been cheering you on because I know what it takes to get here. I grew up in the foster care system, started my career before realizing I needed a degree to achieve my dreams. And like many of you, earned my degrees while working, including one online, while raising my boys. I know firsthand the hard work and dedication behind every step of this journey. Today, we celebrate your journey, and I couldn't be more proud of each and every one of you. Many of you followed non-traditional paths, balanced responsibilities, and carved out your own way forward. That resilience is what makes this class and alma mater so exceptional. Will graduates, who are the first in their family to earn a college degree, please rise if able and remain standing. You are trailblazers, paving the way for your families and future generations. Several members of our leadership, including myself, are also proud to share this distinction as first-generation graduates. Now, will all graduates who worked, served in the military, or cared for a child or other dependent while earning your degree, please rise if able. Your perseverance, dedication, and commitment are inspiring. Please be seated. In addition to all of you who are joining us today, I'd also like to recognize the close to 15,000 Purdue Global graduates who earned their degrees over the past year. In the last 8 years, we are enormously proud that over 85,000 students have graduated from Purdue Global. What you have all done is truly incredible. You completed your education while navigating all of the challenges life put in your path. Your accomplishments speak for themselves, and we are so proud to celebrate this moment with you. Now, it is my privilege to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Quam Hilton, a proud Purdue Global graduate, admission leaders, and dedicated advocate for our adult learners. Born and raised in Jamaica, he brings nearly 2 decades of student-centered experience to his role supporting learners at Purdue Global. Across both his academic work and his service to students, he is dedicated to supporting vulnerable and historically underserved learners and expanding access to higher education. His commitment to service spans children's ministry, international mission work, and prison outreach. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Quam Hilton.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to the phenomenal class of 2026. I first want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, I can do nothing. And it is an absolute honor to be given the opportunity to address everyone today. I'm humbled. Thank you. Fellow graduates, I learned of a young woman's educational journey and was extremely encouraged by her story. She was one of the youngest student teachers in her high school who had an opportunity to attend a prominent college to pursue studies in science, education, and agriculture. She was pregnant at the time, and she asked her mother if she would care for the child during the week while she attended college, with the intent to return home on the weekend to assume full caregiving responsibilities. Her mother declined, further expressing a concern that such an arrangement would disrupt the maternal bond. The young woman made a choice to stay and care for her child full-time, sacrificing her desire to further education. She had the baby, a boy. 2 years later, the boy died. A year later, she had another boy. 15 months later, she had me. Let's talk about our choices. We've paid a high price for our education, but what we've gained is beyond measure. I don't know your personal stories and what it took for you to get here, but I know you're all here today not by chance, but by choice. You chose to fight for a better future for your families, your communities, and for yourselves. You sacrificed sleep, time, and comfort, and I too know what that journey feels like, because I've lived it. Years ago, my MBA journey hit a setback, but I returned because my son was watching, Keone. My mom was watching. I began my doctorate with a newborn in my arms, Zane, and another baby on the way, Harper. And when my family got sick, I still had to push forward and was extremely encouraged by my wife, who carried the full weight of her responsibilities with such strength and grace. I'm still in awe. By my mom frequently telling me, "All is well. I'm praying for you, my son," which often brought tears to my eyes. Many of us wouldn't be here without our support systems, family, friends, colleagues who stood beside us. Graduates, I need your help, if you're able, of course, Please stand and give a round of applause to those who gave you unwavering support along the way. Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you. Graduates, again, you're not here today by chance, but by choice, and also by design. No one has your story, or your fingerprints, or your purpose. There will never be another person after you with your fingerprints. That is a fact. Which means you're extremely unique. You're created for a specific purpose, whether you believe it or not. And this moment is not just the closing of a chapter. It is a powerful continuation of your story. Life does not begin tomorrow. It is already unfolding. And this degree is evidence that you have already overcome much and that you have what it takes to meet what comes next. Scripture tells us that tribulation produces perseverance. Perseverance, character. Character, hope. Every obstacle shapes you. Every trial builds you. And life will bring trials, but as you've done here, choose to persevere. Choose to rise. Choose to believe that you're made for more. You are equipped. You're ready, and you're not alone. The world needs what only you can offer. So walk boldly into this next chapter. Lead with compassion. Live with conviction. And never forget, the power to shape your destiny lies not in your circumstances, but in your choices. Congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, Kwam. Hearing from our alumni about their careers, accomplishments, and experiences is such a joy. It is a powerful reminder of what is possible. I'm Dr. John Harbour and serve as Chancellor at Purdue Global, and it is an honor to be joining in your celebration today. Graduates, much like Kwam, you have unwavering determination in your pursuit of completing your studies and earning your degree. The stories you have shared with us are a testament to that. You have had your moment of triumph, your comeback, and now you embark on the next exciting chapter of your lives and careers. Now let's turn our attention to some even more exceptional academic achievements. The following graduates have demonstrated outstanding academic success, maintaining high grade point averages throughout their time at Purdue Global. These accomplishments are noted alongside their names in the digital program. We begin by recognizing our doctoral degree candidates who have earned high GPA distinctions, an extraordinary accomplishment reflecting years of research, perseverance, and academic excellence. We also recognize our master's degree candidates who have achieved cumulative GPAs of 3.9 or higher. This remarkable achievement demonstrates exceptional scholarship, commitment, and mastery within their field of study. We are proud to recognize our associate and bachelor's degree candidates. Our summa cum laude graduates achieved a flawless 4.0 GPA, straight A's in every course. Our magna cum laude graduates earned a cumulative GPA of 3.8 or higher. This honor reflects their consistent academic excellence and dedication throughout their studies at Purdue Global. Finally, our cum laude graduates maintained GPAs between 3.70 and 3.79, a distinction that reflects very strong academic achievement and perseverance. Now, graduates, as I call your academic honors distinction, please rise if able and remain standing. Doctoral candidates with honors or high GPA distinction, please rise. Stay standing. Master's candidates with high GPA distinction, please rise as well. Summa cum laude, please rise. Magna cum laude, please rise. And cum laude, please rise. Let's give a round of applause for all of these outstanding graduates. Congratulations, you may now be seated. It's time for the main reason we are gathered here today, to honor our graduates. I will now turn it over to Dr. Nordstrom to present the candidates.
Candidates, as I call your degree level, please rise if able and remain standing to be acknowledged for your degree. Doctoral degree. Postgrad certificate. Master's degree. I know there's a lot of you. Bachelor's degree. Associate degree. And certificate candidates. Chancellor Harbour, these candidates have successfully fulfilled the requirements of Purdue University Global. And with the approval of the faculty, they are now being presented to you to be formally recognized for their degree. Candidates, please remain standing as Chancellor Harbour confers your degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Nordstrom. Exercising the authority of the trustees of Purdue University Global, legally vested by the people of the state of Indiana, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I now confer upon each of you the doctoral, master's, bachelor's, associate, or certificate with all of the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of that degree. As evidence of this great achievement, you will now be formally recognized. Please be seated. Before we begin recognizing the graduates here in Elliott Hall, we'd like to honor those celebrating with us virtually from across the country and around the world. Though you are not in the hall today, you are very much part of this ceremony, and we are incredibly proud of you. Please join us in giving these graduates a well-deserved round of applause.
Natalia Akoff, Paul Acosta, Celica Acosta, Christian Acosta Lima, U.S. Navy, John Adams, U.S. Air Force, Mikesha Adams, DK Adelbai, U.S. Army. Shandorf Adurakor, U.S. National Guard. Jalen Atkins. Danielle Agina. Kevin Aguilar. Amy Ehlers. Kara Albertson, U.S. Army. Crystal Alcorn. Alex Alexander, U.S. Army. Kimberly Alexander. Chastity Allen. Crystal Allen. Mariah Allen. Paul Almeida. Rebecca Amesquita. Isaac Empofo. Ann Anderson. Caitlin Anderson. Grace Anderson. Nikia Anderson. Ruben Daniel Andrade Jr., U.S. Marine Corps. Abigail Andrew. Mike Owen. Juan Archila Rodas, U.S. Marine Corps. Michaela Armstead. Christopher Arnold, U.S. Army. DeLorean Ashley. Victoria Asyama, U.S. Army. Smith Atungba. Laziza Atif. Gerielis Aviles Rosario, U.S. Marine Corps. Rachel Ayala. Kimberly Babin. Nicole Backus. Jalen Bacon, U.S. Army. Omar Badajes. Ibrahim Badmas. Omolayo Badmas. Anyusha Bagji. Alamar Balach. Alejandro Balcarcel. Jenna Baylog. Maria Bano. Vanessa Benny Huthale. Yu Bao. Tatiana Barber. Daniela Barnes. Zachary Barnes, U.S. Army. Tristan Barnett, U.S. Army veteran. Brianna Barrera, U.S. Marine Corps veteran. Aloha Basa. Cynthia Basham. Sarah Batres, U.S. National Guard veteran. Heather Baumgartner. Joshua Bearden, U.S. Army. Dillard Beatty, U.S. Army. Amber Beam. Brian Bejarano Torres, U.S. Navy. Kristen Bell. Lathan Bennett. Jamie Berkeley. Nikki Bernal. Diana Berumen Nieves, U.S. Army. Shivansh Bhatnagar. Kelly Bilderback. Akisi Bile, U.S. Navy. Mercy Birunji. Abdul Karim Basiriu, U.S. National Guard. Abdul Kazim Basiriu, U.S. Army. Cheyenne Black. Sandra Blazon. Karen Bober. Aubrey Bogdan. Trésor Bocole. Sarah Bonner. Charles Benetti, U.S. Army. Thomas Bonner. Marie-France Bonty. Colin Booth. Crystal Boren. Zenea Bowes. Shantice Bowen. Blake Boyette, U.S. Marine Corps veteran. Cody Brackens. Robin Bradshaw. Daniel Brady, U.S. Army veteran. Aldrin Braganza. Isabella Bragg. Mackenzie Brakefield. Gloria Bravo. Justin Braza, U.S. Air Force. Lamar Brazel. Samantha Brock. April Brown, U.S. Marine Corps. Courtney Brown, U.S. Army. Jessica Brown. Justin Brown, U.S. Navy. Octavia Brown. Khalees Brown Hardiman. Raydonna Bruno. Timothy Breimer, U.S. Army. Jeremiah Buchanan. Alexandria Burnett. David Bush, U.S. Army. Michelle Bush. Erica Bustamante, U.S. Army. Tara Buzzard. Nikaya Byam. Crystal Callahan. Jessica Camacho. Tara Camacho. Paul Cameron, U.S. Army. Leonardo Camilo. Tatum Campbell. Tiffany Campbell. Tyler Cantrell. Dolores Carr. Quentin Carter. Shakitha Carter, U.S. Army. Andrea Caruso. Laura Carey. Jason Casados. Samuel Kasner, U.S. Army. Blanca Castillo Canales. Georgina Saniza Namakula, U.S. Army. Smiley Chang. Taki Chase. Mariano Che. Heather Cheney. Yuk Chung Chang. Akeli Chikat. Isabel Cho. Alex Chu. Taekwon Christie, U.S. Army. Ha Gil Chung. Cassie Clark. Nathaniel Clark. Matthew Clemmer. Jessica Clinton, U.S. Marine Corps veteran. Tiffany Kofer. Raymond Koger. Antosha Cole. Candace Cole. Kenya Coleman. Tiffany Coleman. Gilberto Colon. Lori Compton. Nicole Conrad. Louise Conway. Jonathan Cook, U.S. National Guard. Randall Cook, U.S. Air Force veteran. William Kuhn. Yashika Cooper, U.S. Army veteran. Heather Costanzo. Dylan Cougar, U.S. Army. Sierra Crawford. Brianna Crockett. Kim Crook, U.S. Army. Latrice Crossland. John Crotto. Wendy Cruz. Cassidy Quascut. Leah Cunningham, U.S. Army. Brittany Darrison. Louise Dorshan Fortner Isopehi. Christy David, U.S. Army. Alexis Davis. Omarion Davis. Brittany Davis. Elizabeth Davis. Robert Davis. Troy Davis. Keenan Dawkins, U.S. Army. Sabrina Deal. Margot Dean. Karen Del Cid. Raymond De La Cruz, U.S. Navy veteran. Jasenia De La Cruz. Dylan Delaney. Catherine Delgado. Elisha DeMassa. Keith Dennis. Hannah Densford. Elnora Denson, U.S. Army veteran. Diana Diaz. Isela Diaz. Lexi Diaz. Jacob Dighton. Michaela Marie Dillon, U.S. Navy. April Dishman. Kiera Dobbins. Tila Dolby, U.S. Air Force veteran. Erica Dorsey. Haley Drake. Adil Dreve. Mwechi Dube. Barbara Dugan. Rashane Duncan, U.S. Navy. Tierra Duncan. Samuel Dunham. Kyle Duncan. Tara Dunn, U.S. Air Force veteran. Aida Durgatovic Torres. Christopher DeRusso. Bethany Duval. Christopher Dye, U.S. Army. Kevin Dysart. Bailey Eggers. Ariel Elder. Isaiah Elliott, U.S. Army. Dana Elliott. Kavia Ellis. Sarah Ellis. Nathan Emmerich. Savannah Ensminger. Barbara Espino. Laura Espino, U.S. Army. Rachel Estep. Pamela Evans. Christopher Fuggeruggan. Sydney Falcon. Paula Fegley. Rebecca Ferranci. Carla Figueroa, Kelsey Finn, Cody Fisher, Nicholas Fishkin, Abigail Flewelling, Lisa Flores, Karina Flores Torres, Ariana Flukiger, Brittany Ford, Aleem Forna Jr., Rachel Fortune, Alina Fountain, U.S. Navy, Christopher Francis, Dion Frazier, U.S. Army veteran, Rashida Frazier, Randy Freely, U.S. Marine Corps, Kristen Friday, Minette Fruoff, U.S. Air Force veteran, Kylan Gabrielle, August Gaitan, U.S. Navy veteran, Andrea Gallardo, Adine Gonich, Eileen Garcia, Hope Garcia, Kathleen Garcia, Ridge Gargis, U.S. Army, Jemiah Garner, U.S. Army veteran, Angela Garrison, Riva Garvin, Pauline Gatan Mutard, Janelle Gavin, Ariana Gethers, Robin Gelkin, Leanne Germain, Janae German, Tiffany Gibbons, U.S. Air Force veteran, Brandon Guilford, Jakiran Gillespie, U.S. Army, Brandon Glasser, Ginevra Ann Gleesman, U.S. Air Force veteran, Michaela Goings, Seisha Kiran Gonabuina, Vanessa Gordon, Angel Gorman, U.S. Navy veteran, Angel Govin, Daniel Graham, Clara Granil, Ashley Gransbury, Catherine Grant, Kelly Green, Nikaya Green, U.S. National Guard veteran, Chelsea Greenwood, David Greer, U.S. Marine Corps veteran, Shania Gregory, David Grifford, U.S. Army, Andrew Griffin, U.S. Army veteran, Tracy Griffin, Felicia Wajardo, Maria Wajardo, Bianca Guardiola, U.S. Air Force, Christian Gibu, Deanne Gashard, Shika Gupta, Tatiana Garuli, Erica Gutierrez, Sherry Lynn Guzman, Michael Guzman, Aaron Hafling, Sarah Hall, Shauna Hamelink, and Jolie Hammond, Christina Hanna, U.S. Navy, James Hare, U.S. Army, Michael Harmon, Crystal Harris. Jamilia Harrison, U.S. Army. Joseph Harrison. Danielle Harvey. Evelyn Havens, U.S. Air Force veteran. Williams Hayes. Zeta Hayes. Ashley Heyman. Hannah Hazayan. Abdul Baste Hito. Angela Helikahi. Whitley Henderson, U.S. Army. Kelsey Henley. Evelyn Hernandez. Gallo Hernandez, U.S. Navy veteran. Jamel Hicks, U.S. Marine Corps. Haley Hildreth. Dana Hill. Rachel Hilias. Ariana Hillman. Jadine Hiraki. Shannon Holden. Brittany Holman, U.S. Army veteran. Marlo Holman. Sabrina Hooten, U.S. Air Force veteran. Haley Hortman, U.S. Army. Allison Hovland. Katie Howard. Cindy Huertas. Cheyenne Hughes. Janazia Hull. Mikyas Hundi. Denisha Hunt. Ryan Hunt. Adriana Hurtado. Luisa Gonzalez. Mohammed Ibrahim. Olawunmi Ijishe-san. Celeste Inez, U.S. Navy veteran. Tiffany Isaza. Jory Jackson. June Jackson. Kasheen Jackson, U.S. Air Force. Michaela Jackson. Patty Jackson. Walter Jackson, U.S. Army veteran. Torian Jacobs, U.S. Air Force veteran. Danielle Jacobson. Sarah Jahay. Alicia James. Jeffrey Jansen II. Amelia Jarman. Roberto Jauregui Leiva, U.S. Army. Staff Hurley Jean Gills, U.S. Army. Delia Jebaptist, U.S. Army. Hirsch Javanputra. Alan Johnson, U.S. Army. Albert Johnson. Tamira Johnson. Trentus Johnson, U.S. Army. Victoria Johnson. Amanda Jones. Juanita Jones. Harry Jones, U.S. Army. Berlin Jones II. Kale Jordan. Candide Joseph, U.S. Army veteran. Joanne Joseph. Plestania Joseph, U.S. Army. Stephanie Joseph. Heaven Caparos, U.S. Air Force veteran. Hubba Kateria. Jessica Carews, U.S. Army. On Trail Keeper. Ernestine Kelly. Jennifer Kennard, Kyle Kennedy, Shane Kennedy, Megan Kenyatta, Vishoy Khalil, Laureen Kamala, Muhammad Talha Khurshid, Shirley Koo, Noah Kinsel, U.S. Air Force veteran, Brian King, Maria King, Mickey Kishida, Alexa Kitchen, Remington Clowder, Lexus Klein, Megan Coles, Anugraha Kondian Rajaram, Brandon Coslow, U.S. Army veteran, Wendy Julia Hurling Krause, Latonia Lackey, U.S. Marine Corps veteran, Andrew LaLion, Melissa Lambert, U.S. Air Force veteran, Catherine Landry, Sarah Lane, U.S. Navy veteran, Taylor Lanny, Derek Lansdale, U.S. Navy veteran, Kathy Lisanska, Marcy Lassiter, Alyssa Loriano, Alexandra Levon, U.S. Army, Levi Lawrence, U.S. Army veteran, Matthew Lowry, Adam Lawson, U.S. Marine Corps, Christopher LaBeouf, Jacqueline LeBron Ramos, Rosaura LeBron Cruz, Samantha Lecker, Megan LeCure, Catherine Lee, U.S. Marine Corps veteran, Tyra Lee, Davina Lemons, Jose Leon Kanga, Derek Lewis, U.S. Army, Kelly Lewis, U.S. Army, Denzel Otis Ligor, Michael Limpert, U.S. Army, Jin Chang Lin, Bethany Lindeman, U.S. Coast Guard, Kobe Lin, Jia Jen Liu, Amber Lozana, Joseph Lombardo, Paige Long, U.S. Air Force, Nerilyn Lopez, Jason Lopez Jarquin, U.S. Army, Jean Louis, U.S. Navy, Sean Loving, Damon Lucas, U.S. Army veteran, Shavante Lucas, Charlene Lucio Reyna, James Luckett, Amore Luera, Ya Fali, Danielle Lyons, Nadia Madera, Archida Madasudanan, Leslie Baganya Toledo, Rishid Mahajan, Joanne Menandic, Aaron Manduhano, U.S. Army, Bosco Mario, Kara Markle, Sasha Merritt, Jessica Marujo, Christian Marsh, U.S. Navy veteran, Zaria Marshall. Kevin Martin, U.S. Army. Kimberly Martin. Everardo Martinez. Nathaniel Martinez Asensio. Shah Mashoud. Matthew Mason, U.S. National Guard. Janice Massey. Timothy Matuzowicz. Stephanie Mayo. Anthony Mazinga. Quinta Bongo. Lindsay McBride. April McCarthy. Ryan McClure, U.S. National Guard veteran. Heather McCool. Nicole McCree. Aaron McDonald, U.S. Army veteran. Shane McDougall, U.S. Army veteran. Cheryl McDuffie. Jana McGee. Jessica McGuire. Justin McIntyre, U.S. Army veteran. Jaden McKinnon. Justin McLinn, U.S. Marine Corps. Destiny McMillan. Gary McTaggart, U.S. Army. Amanda Mears. Brandy Machetner. Maria Medina. Amanda Meisner. Christian Mendez, U.S. Army. Ayana Menifee Grant, U.S. Army. Michelle Mergenthaler. Christopher Mesquita, U.S. Navy. Whitney Messer. Nicholas Mateer, U.S. National Guard. Daniel Meyer, U.S. Air Force veteran. Sabrina Milio. Brittany Miller. Christine Miller. Mark Minkins Jr. Cynthia Mofokeng. Michael Montano. Riley Montgomery. Charles Moore, U.S. Marine Corps veteran. Justin Moore, U.S. Army. Giovanni Mora. Jose Moreno, U.S. Army veteran. Antonio Morgillo, U.S. Navy. Kara Morris. Freddie Morris. Tabitha Morrison. Jos Motimer. Tracy Morton. Courtney Moyer. Catherine Mulholland. Arla Moiluna. Felicia Mujni. Blaze Meyer, U.S. Army. Candace Myers. Grace Ann Nicario, U.S. Navy veteran. Sharayan Rajanadar. Amanda Sophie Naderzad. Stephanie Naltner. Karthik Narasimhan. Joshua Nathan, U.S. Navy. Brianne Nelson. Kaylani Nelson. David Nemard. Maria Nevares. Ella Newell. Thomas Ung. Asiana Nolan. Luke Noland. Aaron Nordeck, Ashley Norris, Jessica Norris, Zachary Nuss, Jessica O'Clock, Heather Oswan, Mary Ogundare, Javian Oliver, Erica Olson, Oladwin Margaret Luadaru, David Orlando Dick, Jessica Orsini Rathbun, Pascual Ortiz, Luis Ortiz Hernandez, U.S. Army, Kimberly Owsley, Liliana Pacheco, Destiny Palmer, Haley Parker, Jonathan Parker, U.S. Marine Corps, Tamara Parker, U.S. Air Force, Stephanie Partain, Abhi Patel, Catherine Polakowski, Egypt Payne, Valerie Pearson, Alex Pedrochi, U.S. Army, Wangdu Paljor, Marquise Peoples, U.S. Army, Guadalupe Perez, U.S. Army, Yasmin Perez, Aaron Perkins, U.S. National Guard, Sarah Pirro, Eileen Perry, U.S. Army veteran, Sierra Pettigrew, Gabrielle Pong, U.S. Army veteran, Christina Phillips, Cynthia Pial, Olivia Pickett, Alexander Pierce, Shernika Peer, Curtis Pilgreen, U.S. Navy, Jonathan Pincelli, U.S. Marine Corps, Caitlin Piper, Jacqueline Pizzoni, Pamela Pitzer, U.S. Army, David Popa, Scott Porsche, U.S. Marine Corps, Jennifer Potter, Jonah Pratt, U.S. Army, Heather Price, Tanya Pride, Rachel Prop, Alicia Pugh, U.S. Army veteran, Jacob Queen, Jeremy Quick, Tori Radke, Joshua Rafferty, Jose Ramirez, Juliana Ramos Moncion, Luz Ramos Sanabria, Kenya Ravenel, Kelly Ray, Kenneth Reberg, Andrew Rednauer, Melissa Reisenauer, Nicole Ravel, Jennifer Reyes, Letitia Reinhardt Baxter, Soleil Riddell, Veda Riggin, Omari Ringold, Neil Aji Rioja, U.S. Navy, Brianna Rivano, Sheila Rivera, Tamir Robinson, Orville Rockwell, Melinda Rogers, Carlos Romero, Edith Romero, Jennifer Romero, Hannah Rowe, Aisha Rousey, Megan Rudy, Francisco Ruelas Garcia, Rhonda Ruiz, Jenna Riles, Jared Ryan, U.S. Army, Chang Seichao, Victor Saez, U.S. Marine Corps, Shalud Senfor, Jillian Salazar, Susan Salerno, Kristen Sanchez, Laura Sanchez, Kyler Sander, Tierra Sanders, Gorleen Kaur Sandhu, Jeremy Sanford, Megan Santos, U.S. Marine Corps, Brandon Santos Corbin, Eleanor Salt, Nicholas Scanlon, Haley Shear, Kayla Schroeder, Joshua Schwartz, Joshua Scott, U.S. Army veteran, Dustin Seelig, U.S. Air Force, Claudio Sedini, Robert Sellers, Dakota Semien, Katina Servin, Benjamin Sessions, Matthew Severinson, Matan Shabbat, Caitlin Schaefer, Brittany Shepard, Fadalesi Shoemaker, Guadalupe Silva, Mauricio Silva, Salvesh Singh, Sheila Sloan, Annie Smith, Brooke Smith, Catherine Smith, Latika Smith, Levi Smith, Randy Smith, Riley Smith, U.S. Navy, James Snively, Braden Snyder, Ennesy Solomon, U.S. Army, Ryan Somerville, Cassandra Soria, Jonathan Sarles, Alexis Sosa, U.S. Army veteran, Victor Sosvianin, U.S. Army veteran, Rasha Soja, Gabriella Spears, Julia Spite, Zoe Spillman, Paula Spohr, Kylie Stala, Valerie Stammen, Reese Stapp, Asia Starks, Kevin Starling, Yolanda Stetchison, Colin Steele, Kyra Steele, U.S. Army, Robert Stevens, Lindsay Stevenson, Crystal Stewart, Dexter Stewart, U.S. Army, Peyton Stinger, Simon Stoltz, Johanna Stone, Alicia Stout, Isaac Stratton, William Stroud, U.S. Marine Corps veteran, Mitchell Struing, Jeremy Stewart, U.S. Army, Cassandra Sullivan, Misty Sutley, Arthur Swain, U.S. Army veteran, Ashton Swanson, Christina Swanson, Timothy Swift, Caitlin Sykes, Stephanie Zemansky, Nisa Tamang, Mandar Tanksale, Paige Tanner, Christy Taylor, Samuel Tays, Vivian Terrell, U.S. Army, Misha Tehran, Selena Thobbs, Tatiana Thomas, Tiara Thomas Segara, Inaya Thompson, Tamara Thompson, Kaysen Tillman, Jasmine Tilson, Mitchell Tonelli, U.S. Navy, Amanda Tirado, Jeremy Toe, Harrison Tony, Tuyet Tran, Molly Tribb, Jordan Rose True, Katie Troll, Taylor Tucker, Catherine Tudor, Tiffany Turley, Donald Twitty, U.S. Army veteran, Angel Urabazo, U.S. Navy veteran, Charlene Uzaraga, Brianna Vales, Noemi Valencia, Michelle Valentine Rubalcava, U.S. Army veteran, Sayomara Valadares, Desiree Vandenbrandy, D'Angelo Vasquez Wesley, David Vaughn, U.S. Marine Corps veteran, Patricia Vaughn, Julissa Vega, Ryan Vella, U.S. Navy veteran, Jasmine Volgara, Rebecca Van Osdell, Kiana Ventura, Angel Vo, Billy Vo, U.S. Navy, Christy Vogler, Celeste Villette, U.S. National Guard, Noah Walcott, Courtney Walker, Kanisha Walker, U.S. Navy, Christina Walker, Regina Ward, Kenneth Ware, U.S. Army, Yvette Washington, Ariel Watson, Mashana Weathers, Adam Weaver, Brian Weedy, U.S. Army. Deontra Wells. Denise Wheeler. Jennifer Wheeler. Meredith White. Nicholas White, U.S. Air Force. Sherry Whitfield. Lucretia Whitley. Kwashika Whitlow. Kiera Wharton. Andrea Marie Wygand. Aaron Wigsmuen, U.S. Army veteran. Laura Wilbanks, U.S. Marine Corps veteran. Autumn Williams. Billy Williams. Courtney Williams. Latoya Williams. Mary Williams. Matthew Williams, U.S. Navy veteran. Ryan Williams. Sabrina Willis. Alexandra Wilson. Christine Wilson. Jessica Wilson. Jacob Witcher. Cabria Woodard. Danielle Wooding. Cedric Wren. Cindy Wright. Paige Yan. Samira Youssef. Colleen Zand, U.S. Navy veteran. Nikia Zanders.
Let's give another round of applause to all of our graduates. And now it's time for the ceremonial tassel turning. Graduates, please rise if able. For those participating from home, if you're wearing your cap and tassel, please be ready to join in. On behalf of the faculty, deans, and administrators of Purdue University Global, I now invite you to participate in the tradition that will signify your new status. Graduates, as you are now part of the graduating class of Purdue University Global, you may change your tassel to the left side of your mortarboard. And one more tradition. We have a tradition at Purdue that I want to share with you as our new graduates and alumni. As a Boilermaker tradition, we say, boiler up, hammer down. So now let's do it all together, because you are all part of the Boilermaker family. Boiler up, hammer down. Congratulations, graduates.